Hello and welcome to a Cityworks video. In this video today we're going to be going over Cityworks Workload. So Workload is a plugin that sits within Cityworks that gives supervisors a simple yet powerful way of reviewing, assigning, and modifying work activities. Along with this application is a dynamic map which allows users to see where these activities are located and who they are assigned to. This plugin allows for managers to interact with case tasks and work orders and inspections. In this scenario today, we're going to be playing the role of a supervisor who's going to be creating and assigning inspections using the Workload plugin. Once inspections have been created, what we're going to be doing is assigning them to particular staff to complete out in the field. Here I am in Cityworks Workload. On the right hand side, I have a map here that once I begin to zoom in, we'll see our assets begin to draw. Now, visually, just through this, it's kind of hard to tell whether an asset has been inspected or not. Luckily, I have a map service here that will show me all hydrants in need of inspection for this year. Now, if I zoom out a bit, we should see a better view of this. So right now I have it, so green check mark means the hydrant has been inspected this year, and a red circle with an X in it means it has not been inspected. So one thing I'm going to do is actually go ahead and create some work activities here. So using my selection tools from the map, I'm going to go ahead and select these hydrants here. Once they have been selected, we're going to use our create activity tool to create a work order for each of these hydrants to send someone out here with a follow-up inspection. So I have a template here for hydrant annual inspection, which is a work order, and has an attached inspection with it. I'm going to leave the submit to blank for now. Once that's done, let's go ahead and hit create. There we go, we can see all our work orders have been created. Next, let's pivot to the left side here. I'm going to go ahead and use my filter here to filter on work orders between now and the end of the month. Now, I can search by a given criteria or status, or I can leverage one of the queries I've already made in the system. So going to save query, I'm going to search for anything related to hydrant. And looks like I have a query already made here for annual hydrant inspection. Now I can search to give these assignments to specific employees, or I can leverage some crews here. So let's go ahead and search for our utility crew here, which should return all employees within this crew. Now that my results have been loaded, on the left hand side here I can see every individual member of this crew and what work they have associated with them. Right now it's nothing, but if we scroll to the bottom, we can see the unassigned work activities that we just created. So there are ways we can assign these activities. First is using drag and drop. So I can grab this activity here and just drag and assign to Marcus, like so. Another way we can assign activities is by doing a bulk select. So for example, if I select all of these activities from the map, I can use my reassign tool on the top right here and assign these to Lewis, like so. Now we can see all these activities have been assigned to Lewis. Another way we can assign activities is using the map. So going to the map here, I'm going to ensure my workload activities are selectable. What I can do is actually select these work activities from the map, and you'll notice they'll be selected from the left hand side here, and I can just reassign them to another employee. So for now, let's go ahead and assign this to Julia, and we will hit reassign, and now they've been assigned to Julia, and the colors on the right correspond to the colors on the left for each employee. Now, one thing about these work activities is if we scroll a bit to the right here, we can see here that we can see the priority, projected start and finish, as well as an effort associated with them. An effort could mean whatever you want it to. whether it be the length of time it should take to complete this or the difficulty. These effort values can be configured in the template of a work order, and they can be leveraged for planning in workload. Now, what I've done here, moving around these activities and assigning them, could be used for a variety of reasons. For example, if Julia was sick and we want to move all her tasks to another operator such as Josh, using the reassign functions could be very useful. Or if we want to manage based on geographical area. So for example, I split all these inspections on Trench Place to Julia. Would it make sense for her to drive all the way around just to get to Royal View Drive to complete these other inspections? So leveraging the map geographically to assign these assignments could be very useful. I've gone ahead and completed the inspections that were assigned to Julia. And now we can see on the map here, our red X's have now turned into green check marks, indicating that an inspection has been completed. Let's recap what we've done so far. So as a supervisor, we're able to create inspections using the map tool, and then use workload to see how we can assign these activities. Once activities have been assigned, we notice the color coordination based on user on the list match with what is on the map on the right-hand side. We saw the variety of ways to reassign activities, and once activities have been completed, such as that inspection, we saw the symbology change on the map, indicating that the hydrant has been inspected this year. I just want to say thank you for watching the video, and if you have any questions or follow-up, please follow up with your Esri Canada account manager or your customer success manager. Thank you.